Today I want to share some top moments, a few highlights from the Ark of Osiris Grand Prix. This was an event that took place in an esports-like environment with teams from international servers and also the Chinese servers as well. Even a few popular voted teams got put into the mix, so stick around in this video for a quick overview of how this tournament works and also some of my favorite highlights and my thoughts about the future of this event. Hello my friends and welcome back. I'm Chisgule Gaming and today's video is sponsored by the makers of Rise of Kingdoms. And if you were ever wondering how you can get an actual physical Ark of Osiris trophy, one of the ways to go and do that is to win the Osiris Grand Prix. They even had a global champion ring and more. Now, in order to get into this tournament, you actually needed to win your realm in Ark of Osiris League, which is no easy feat. You're among the best of the best already. And there were a few teams that made it in based off of accumulating players that had top power. So the overwhelming majority of these teams were, in fact, Osiris League realm winners. And you may wonder, okay, so what is different about this format compared to other formats that we have for Ark of Osiris? And what I think is really cool about this format is that when you duke it out, all teams have access to the exact same building blocks. They have access to the same commanders. They have access to the same equipment. There are no armaments or inscriptions. So it's a fully even playing field across these different teams. They have the same amount of troops, and it's really hyped to see them all duke it out. So there were a series of rounds over many weeks, and it unfolded actually over the course of a couple months to get to the final. And the gameplay all along the way was top tier. There was a ton of things that I learned by virtue of watching these top tier players slug it out for the trophy. However, I want to jump into a few of these highlight moments and show these because I lost my mind more than once. I mean, I had the luxury of casting a number of these matches, and these moments are top tier. Let's jump to the first moment I want to show you, which is going to be 93T battling against 60GT. And there are some shenanigans you can do with Master Strategist, and they almost pull it off. Let me show you this. Yeah, and GT says, okay, go, go, go. Master Strategy from
Master
93. Okay, so they're going to take the Ark away.
7 seconds. It looks like it's going to 93. If GT can't kill the 93 carrier, then it might just be getting teleported away.
Did they do it? They didn't do it!
No, it looks the Ark is still there.
The Ark is still there. They ported away their marches? Or did they port them in?
No, they ported them away. So looking at the 93 bottom side obelisk, you see all the marches. Yep. So one of the risks using Master Strategy in that case is that skill is only limited to 30 marches. So if you have more than 30 marches inside that skill, then it's a really big chance of the Ark carrier not being included in that 30. That's catastrophic.
Oh, what a disaster. The next two highlight clips that I want to show you are from the 489 60GT matchup in the finals. This was a best 2 out of 3 situation. And I'm going to show you a clip from game 1, and I'm going to show you a clip from game 3. And in both of these situations, the Ark, let me tell you, I would protect this thing just a little bit more aggressively with more troops because, well, you're going to see what happens and it gets dicey. I love what 489 did here. This is what I said they would need to do, right? Is like sacrifice the building game to actually win the Ark. Instead of going neutral on the building game, right? Like make deep sacrifices. And they did. And they have an Ark opportunity here. And it's not well protected. And now there's a bunch of CCs up in their business. And now it's about to be a bunch of combat marches up in their business.
I love how 960 had like 4 T1 CCs just to hit the Ark, and it's actually delaying them quite a bit here.
Yeah, it is. This is a problem. I'm very anxious, Plato.
That's why
Right?
I was wondering.
Look at all the
They
GT coming through the middle now. This arc is not safe.
GT has the arc. GT has the arc. GT has the arc. They're walking back.
Of course they do. I saw this 3 minutes ago. No. So nerve-wracking.
What is going on?
By the way, I'm not rooting for any one team here. I just get really anxious when someone wins the arc fight. They do all that work, and then they don't protect the arc. I lose my mind.
I feel like we've seen this so many times this season.
There are many things about Ark that I'm not actually good at, all right? But this aspect is something like my Ark sense of is it safe or not is pretty honed. And this Ark is, wow, I would say...
60 GT carrying it.
Yeah, I would say there's a 75% chance right now that GT runs away with this Ark, actually. I would give it a 75% chance that GT walks away.
75% chance. If 60 GT are actually able to take this arc, it's going to be so bad for 489.
I think the chances of 489 getting this arc are pretty low, actually, which is weird because it's on their side. But you can see GT pulling the assault from the Shrine of War to go here. I do like now that 489 is swinging around with all those marches from Shrine of War. That is good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe this is more safe. I don't know. Man.
They got the reinforcements coming. I will say the people that are clutch for 489 are the people that are able to tap the arc. If they're able to tap the arc so 60 GT can't carry it closer,
they might be okay.
If the arc is just there, then they're going to be pretty safe.
Oh, like it's moving.
The reason why the arc hasn't moved that much is because there's 489 marches that just tap it, and even though you're not able to move it too much into 489 territory, at least you're denying the capture from 960, or 60 GT rather.
I mean, this goes one of two ways, right? Like either this was extremely well played by 489, and they took the minimum necessary to score it, or they were just being brazen and risky, and it's going to cost them. And it looks like maybe they're getting control of this situation now. All right, this next clip is the final match. The series is tied up 1-1, and this is it for the whole kit and caboodle, game 3. And the Ark is in danger, and it's going to the outpost. Enjoy this chaos over the final Ark.
It's sad facing, Chisgule. This march is going to die.
So this is really awkward. Oh my God, do not take it to the outpost. No,
they're trying to take it to the outpost.
No,
they are trying. No,
that is the worst place to go.
8.
Oh my gosh.
Heaven's Grace used by 60 GT.
Pouncing on their opportunity. Big heal for GT. Dust up for 489. GT gonna swarm the outpost now. GT takes it. It's free. It was empty. Oh my gosh, 489 takes it, moves it slightly away. This is a crisis. Oh
okay,
my
so
gosh.
One thing is 60 GT do not have master strategies. They use Heaven's Grace, so that means they cannot use master strategies.
But
the
bringing
only
this
way
arc
they
to
could
this
capture
outpost
this
is the biggest throw. The arc should never have gone anywhere near this
outpost.
At no
is the
moment
only
in
way
time
they
would I
score
have
the
said,
arc.
this is where you take the arc. I mean, now it's just a question of can 489 stabilize? Good grab on the arc. The
win condition is they have to hold this outpost. As long as they hold this outpost, they're good.
Oh my gosh.
And it does look like 489 have control of the outpost.
This is a disaster. It didn't need to be this disaster. But it is.
What a way for the last game of the season to end. This is so close between both teams here.
I can't tell who has the building. Can you?
I cannot tell either.
I think it's GT. Very good pickup by 489, and they're down. If GT can pick this thing up and dunk it into that outpost, they're good. Oh, wait, no, it's blue now. Outpost is blue now.
Yeah,
I don't know
489
if
has
the window of
outposts.
opportunity is closed here. It might have closed for this. Oh
489 has outposts. I think 489 have the marches around to secure this arc too. But
Yeah.
what a way for going towards the outpost was insane because their win condition, they didn't even need to score the arc. They just need to deny it from 60 GT.
Now they're taking
And they
it back
even
to the
got
outpost?
to the point.
Bro.
I think at this point it's safe.
No,
I
okay,
think it's
turn
safe
around?
at this point, right, Chisgule? Nah, they're walking there. They're walking away. They're walking away.
Just walk away, man. Just walk away. All right, well, maybe now it would be safe. Overall, this tournament was an awesome experience to spectate, and I'm sure it was an awesome experience to play as well. And I very much look forward to seeing more of these in the future. And there's a bunch of things that you can learn from all of this, which I've covered in depth in another video. But just to give you a couple quick highlights on major takeaways here, the first thing everyone should keep in mind when you're building your roster is if you care about Ark, you should really focus on cavalry. For most of these players, they were using 4 cavalry marches or more, depending on how they wanted to actually garrison their structures. And for the most part, they're using cavalry because they just want to go faster. March speed is so amazingly critical in this particular game mode. And we also saw free-to-play commander Ethelfled on the field. We saw Gold Key commander Double C running arcs. We saw Julius Caesar with extra march speed from museum buffs, also running arcs and extra troop capacity to fill garrisons. So there's a bunch of really cool takeaways from this tournament for your personal gameplay. And if you want to be one of the teams that potentially makes it to a future Grand Prix, assuming that one of those is held, I mean, you're going to need to really start practicing with your Ark team and make it to the top of your realm. That's the best bet to really end up in a tournament like this. So congratulations again to all the teams on an amazing job in this tournament, and a special congratulations to 489 for your victory in the Rise of Kingdoms 5th Anniversary Grand Prix. Thank you again to the makers of Rise of Kingdoms for sponsoring this video, and if you want to see either the finals match as it was unfolding, I'll have a card in the end screen for that. Alternatively, if you want to see more detailed information about those takeaways, things that I was learning by watching all these players play, card in the end screen in just a moment for that as well. I hope you'll check it out.